How many times have you thought, I must be missing something? Another plan, another supplement, another reset. Because if everyone else has figured it out, why does it still feel so hard for me? And here's the thing that most women over 50 have never been told. You're not missing the answer. You were taught to look everywhere except where it lives. Hey, I'm Wendy. I help women over 50 rebuild strength, confidence, and vitality from the inside out, without extremes, in a way that truly fits our real lives. And I want to start today by saying something that might land quietly, or it might land like a wave. You're not broken. You were trained to distrust yourself, your body, your pace, and your wisdom. Today I want to help you remember what you already know. So the search. Most women I work with, they don't lack effort. They've tried, they've started and restarted. They've followed plans that work for other people. They've pushed when they were tired, restricted when they were already depleted. And every time it didn't last, the blame turned inward. You know, people just said to themselves, I just need to be more disciplined. I need to want it more. I need to find the thing. I know this pattern because I lived it. For years, I believed if I could just find the right system, everything would fall into place. But here's what I learned the hard way. The body doesn't respond to pressure, ever. It responds to safety. So why the gimmicks fail? Gimmicks promise speed. They sell excitement, shock, before and after photos. But gimmicks don't respect the body of a woman who has lived. Gimmicks don't respect hormones, stress, sleep debt, grief, responsibility, or history. And your body is not lazy. It's protective. And every time you ask it to perform instead of heal, it pulls back just a little bit more. This was a hard one for me to hear. And this is what it is. Your body is not a project. It's a relationship. And relationships grow slowly with trust. So what was the turning point? My own shift didn't come from a breakthrough moment. It came from stopping the push, stopping the punishment, stopping the belief that harder was always better. And I started listening. I asked myself, what fear am I living with today? Now, I didn't have an answer to that question for years, not because I wasn't paying attention, but because I'd learned to live around it. And for other questions I began listening to, what could I do today without resistance? What feels supportive instead of impressive? That's when things began to change, quietly, gradually, permanently. So what's about motivation versus alignment? Motivation isn't our problem. Motivation comes and goes. Alignment stays. The women who look consistent are not more disciplined. They have clearer reasons, smaller steps, and systems that they work with on the tired days, the sad days, the overwhelmed days. They stopped waiting to feel ready and started choosing what felt sustainable for them. Somewhere along the way, we were taught that gentle meant weak. It doesn't. Gentle means wise. It means choosing actions your body can respond to and not fight again. It means you can keep going without breaking trust with yourself. Force creates pushback. Support creates consistency. And consistency is what changes a life. Now, what actually works? Here's what works after 50. Not goals, but a clear vision. Ask yourself, why does feeling stronger matter to me now? Why does energy matter to your future? Why does your body deserve support today? Then start small. 5 minutes of walking, 1 strength movement today, 1 nourishing real food meal, 1 earlier bedtime. Tiny steps lower resistance. They calm the nervous system. They rebuild trust, and trust compounds. You don't need to reset your life. You choose how you walk forward. And at some point, you just stop abandoning yourself when that path asks for patience. Not because it's easy, but because it's who you are now. Real change isn't loud. It doesn't beg for attention. It integrates. One day you notice you're living differently, not by force, but by decision. That's the work. And it's available to you because you're ready for it now. So my intention in this work has always been simple: to help women rebuild strength, confidence, and vitality from the inside out. Without extremes, without burnout, in ways that fit real life. Not to push you harder, but to help you stay. This work is about choosing steady, supportive movement that carries into everyday living. That's why Walking First matters so much. And thanks for being here. I do appreciate you. If today's message resonated with you, and if you feel ready to take 1 small steady step, I've created something to support that. It's my 30-day personal daily walking experiment journal. And it's not a challenge. It's not a rigid plan. It's a simple place for you to notice your walks, reflect quietly, and let consistency build without pressure. If it supports you, wonderful. If not, keep walking your own way. You can find it in the description of this video. We'd appreciate it if you like this video, share it with people that may benefit, and subscribe. Thanks. I'm Wendy, wendybottrell.com. Enjoy.